Hi everyone, it's Lynnea for Pink and Main. Today I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy 2-for-1 card technique using a background die. Now this technique works with background dies that are going to cut out chunkier pieces. If you have a fine detailed cover plate die, this won't really work as well. I'm going to be using the Quilt Square 1 die from Pink and Main, and I started by cutting this from some white cardstock. Now originally I hadn't intended to make this a 2-for-1 card, so if you wanted to make this easier, skip this step, do your ink blending first and then your die cutting. But because I have already die cut that Quilt Square 1 die, I'm going to add some purple tape on to the back, and that's going to hold all of those die cut pieces inside of my die, allowing me to do some ink blending over the die cut here. So my idea is that I'm going to have two cards from one die cut background, one with the positive piece, the frame of the Quilt Square 1 die, and a second one using the inlaid pieces. I'm going to be doing some ink blending, so I have the ergonomic blending brush from Pink and Main. I'm using the larger original size. I had originally thought that I was going to do some pinks and purples, and I decided instead to just stick to the cooler colors. So I'm going to be going purple at the bottom, blue in the middle, and then green at the top. I love using these ergonomic blending brushes because look at how easily it is to quickly cover a large area. Since this brush is large and there's like lots of those little tiny bristles, it's going to easily pick up the ink and spread it across my cardstock. So I'm just going ahead and adding the ink blending. You want to make sure that as you're ink blending, you're overlapping your colors. That's going to really allow you to get a nice blend, and you're going to get varying colors in here. So I only use purple and that kind of teal color, and I have that dark blue in the middle there too. So once my ink blending is done, I added more masking tape over the top where the ink blending is, so the colorful portion, and then that allows me to peel off the masking tape that's at the back and it's going to keep the pieces still held in place. So the idea here is to keep all those little pieces held into the frame until I'm ready to put them on a card. I'm taking little pieces of foam dots and adding them behind all of those little punch-out pieces on the Quilt Square 1 die. I have a piece of cardstock here that measures 4 1/4 square, and I'm just going to pop my head in the camera screen here and position this right over the top. Now I didn't get it lined up perfectly the first time, so I had to kind of pull that up, and that popped those pieces out, but that's okay, it's just a few pieces and I can easily put them back into place. So once I position my frame die onto my cardstock, I can then remove that masking tape, pop those extra pieces in place that had fallen out, and then I'm just going to remove the outer frame from the Quilt Square 1 die cut. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have all of those inner pieces stuck onto my card front here. And since I put foam tape on them, there's lots of dimension, and this is a really easy background, but it looks like it took a lot of time to do. I used another ergonomic blending brush and some yellow ink and covered a second piece of white 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch square cardstock with yellow ink, and then I'm going to just add that negative piece from the Quilt Square 1 die. I'm not sure if this is the negative piece or the positive piece. I'll just call it the outer piece. So now I have two card fronts, one with the outer piece and one with the inner piece. I'm going to color up some simple images here. I have that adorable little dinosaur from the RAR stamp set, as well as the mini bear hug stamp. Now this little guy is free while supplies last. With an order from the Pink and Main store at $50 or more, that will get you this little stamp and the coordinating die. So I wanted to use him because he's just adorable, and remember that he is only while supplies last. So if you love him as much as I do, definitely head over to the Pink and Main store, load up your cart with $50 of goodies, and he will be in your order for free. I'm just coloring with some Copic markers. I have E31, 33, and 35 for the bear, and then I'm doing R81, 83, and 85 for the dinosaur and for the heart that the little bear is holding. Really easy Copic coloring, just starting with my dark, then my medium, and then blending all the way out with my light. Like I said, these stamps do have coordinating dies, and this little mini bear hug, you will get the stamp set and the die set with a $50 purchase. I'm lining up those dies and taping them in place with some purple tape, and now I can complete my cards. The fun thing about these die sets is that Sending Hugs has a coordinating die in that mini bear hug stamp set, so it perfectly cuts out that sentiment, no need to fussy cut. And then that little RAR speech bubble for the dino card also cuts out with the dies. So for this one with the inner pieces, all I'm doing is gluing that little bear and the sentiment right on top. I didn't add foam tape because there was enough dimension with the background, I thought, but you could definitely pop them up if you wanted to. I want to have something fun for this dinosaur, so I'm going to put him on an action wobbler. This is something that I have in my stash and I haven't really used in a long time. So I'm just peeling off the tape, putting that onto the back of the dinosaur, and then I will press that on to the front of my card, and that's going to give me a little action to my card. It's really easy to do. Just peel off the backers, stick it on, and then he'll shake all over, and it's super cute. The inner piece has some dimension from the foam tape, so I wanted this one to have a little bit more fun to it as well. I'm going to glue down that speech bubble with liquid adhesive so it doesn't get in the way of the action wobbler, and these two quick and easy 2-for-1 background cards are finished. I will leave links to all of the Pink and Mane products that I used in the video description below. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Thank you again very much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. And here are a few other videos that I thought you might enjoy.